in about 15 minutes. It will be live streaming from Dynamic Video Studio. So we look forward to delivering this class. Enjoy it. Like our page. Check out DHYDigital.com. You will have an option on there, a couple of days, to do a 7-day free trial online live streaming. So give that a go. That will be from Thursday. So you'll be able to stream all of our classes free, completely for these 7 days. Check out our website, Facebook page, and Instagram, Dynamic Digital, DHY Digital. Thank you, and Oliver Watson, we will be talking. Enjoy.
then I did some before lockdown in another studio.
Yeah.
But I've been diagnosed with fibromyalgia.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm hoping that the heat in the room helps me. So I did hot yoga yesterday.
Oh, nice.
And that was good. I managed to move a little because I have like years where I can move at all.
I very vaguely know what fibromyalgia is, but I'm not like.
No, yeah, so basically, I can be in pain quite a lot. Like, I'm in constant pain, but sometimes it's not that bad, so I can move, but sometimes I just hardly walk. So I'm having a good bit. So this week I feel a little bit better, so I thought try yoga because moving helps.
Yeah, of course it does, but then you don't want to like overdo it.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
Yeah, okay, I see. And like, do you recognize like when to slow down and when to like...
Yeah, for example, like my right side of my body is like more pain and it's more stiff than my left side.
Okay.
So for example, you see like when we have to do this, I go like just a little bit and it will be like, yay, this way. But yes, I do recognize.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I've done a few to go to class in the gym and then more recently been doing it at home. But we kind of like doing active and stuff like that.
Yeah, nice. And in terms of like
Not really. I have scoliosis, so my back looks really weird, but that doesn't limit me.
okay, so I don't know exactly what to do and like what's the
Yeah, I don't get any pain from it at all. It just like off kilter.
I did. Yeah. Okay. So are we all pretty new to Ashatanga over there? Yeah. Excellent. We'll take it nice and easy today and just like have a nice like gentle introduction because it can be sometimes quite like an intense practice when you look at it. Like wow, there's a lot of weird postures, but it's actually quite nice when you start to strip it back. If it does get like too warm in here, but I think studio is still cooling down. I don't know, I can hold a window or something, but yeah. Right, so if we just start at the top of your mat, you're just going to have your feet nice and spread out. I just want you to find like some balance between the legs. And just find like a neutral position where the hips are stacked over the feet, let your hands rest by your side, shoulders give them a little jiggle and a drop, and close down your eyes. So welcome to guys like next door, thanks for joining. So because Ashatanga is quite a traditional kind of practice, we're going to start with the opening mantra. As an opening mantra, just to sort of honor the lineage of the practice, honor those who brought the practice to us as well. So whilst I chant it, whilst I sing it, obviously welcome. Take maybe one hand to your belly, one to your chest, and maybe palms to your head on the stay. And just to hold some awareness, concentration on your own breathing. Vande Gururam Charanarvinde Santa Shita Sattva Sunkarpure Nishayase Chandani Kyamane Samsara Pradana Mohashati Abhavu Kushakara Chakra Chakra again, take a breath in to prepare. Exhale, lower down with the knees or down low. That's beautiful. Inhale, open that chest. And exhale, to down and facing down. So again, for one, let that head relax. Two, thinking about drawing that belly button in towards the spine, so we have some spinal support. Three, checking in with your breathing, checking it's regular, it's constant, it's flowing, and not holding on to that. Four. And 5, moving between the hands, step the jump back to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, circle those hands up. And exhale, bring down like so. Sounds easy. Lovely. This time, let's take the feet nice and wide, so about hip distance apart. We're going to do 2 rounds of feet. So inhale, bend those knees, draw the hands up, chairs. Lovely. Exhale, fold yourself upwards. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, stepping back to your plank position. So take this one at your own pace. Do you want to drop to the knees or whole body to the floor? You decide. And then eventually, we come into our high. Exhale through, down and facing down. So from here we're coming into our warrior one position. Your left foot starts to turn out to about 45 degrees. Right leg steps forwards, trying to land between the hands. Ground down through the feet and inhale slowly up. Warrior one. Beautiful. So you guys can see yourselves in the mirror, trying to have your hips level with one another. So we want to avoid this back leg twisting. We want to try to have hips forwards. Nice, one more breath. And then exhale, hands down, stepping back to your back. So take your time, lower down. Inhale, open. Exhale, down and up. Beautiful. So, other side, right foot turns to 45 degrees, left foot steps towards the hands. Ground down through the legs, slowly rising. Good. Take a nice bend in the front leg. Again, try to have the hips level, drawing that belly button in. Exhale, hands down, stepping back to your back. Take your time to lower down. Beautiful. Inhale, open. Exhaling down and up. So here, 5 breaths. Again, checking with the body what you need. 2, please feel free to pedal out the legs. Take a drink of water whenever. And because downward dog is a pushing movement, try to really press through the palms and fingertips. So we keep stability to the shoulders. Nice. Let's go for one more breath in. And then looking between those hands, step, jump back, halfway lift. Exhale, folding. Inhale, bend those knees, bring the hands up to hands, chairs. Lovely. Exhale, release. Okay, that's nice and warm. Cool, go one more time. So feet nice and wide. Take that inhale, bend the knees, draw those hands up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down and back to plank. Take the time, try to lower on the exhale. Inhale, opens that chest. Exhale, down and up. Once again, turn that left foot to about 45 degrees. Right foot steps forwards. Ground out through the legs, lift those hands up. Good, beautiful. Engaging the glutes. When you're ready, hands down, stepping back to plank. Take your time, inhale down. Inhale, open. Exhale, down and up. Once again, when you're ready, right foot to 45 degrees, left foot steps forwards. Take your time, step those hands up. Wherever you are. Please feel free, if it's more comfortable to have your back heel off the ground, please go for that. Lovely. When you're ready, last little bit. Back. Slowly down. Inhale to lift. Squeeze shoulder blade, squeeze the butt. Exhale. Down. So 5 breaths here, last little bit, one more. Beautiful. 2, thinking about creating an upside down V shape in the body. So the bottom is a little blink. 3, let the head relax. Try to make it up between either the knees or the feet. 4. And on 5, looking between those hands, stepping and jumping halfway in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bending those knees, draw the hands above the head, last time to chest. And slowly Lovely. Exhale, push your hips back, try to fold to about 90 degrees. Now, if you can't fold anymore, bend those legs down and take that V-stroke. So index a little bit around the toes, thumb on top. Inhale, straighten out the arms, looking in front, fill the lungs. Then exhale, bend. So bend through the elbows and to either side, looking behind you. Beautiful. So 1, try to really push the big toe into the fingers. 2, maybe use the inhale to find a little bit more space. And the exhale to encourage a bit of a deeper movement if you would like. Okay. 3, we send elbows out to either side of the room, so you allow the opening into the front of our shoulders. 4. And on 5, inhale, straighten up those arms, looking in front again. This time, we stand onto our hands, so the toes go up to our wrists. Lovely. Inhale, look forwards again. Exhale, folding, elbows gently out to either side. So as you look behind you for 1, 2, discover how much weight to put into the hands, how much into the heels. 3, keeping that breath relaxed. Keep it consistent. That's the way the brain is going to trust that we can go deeper. 4. And on 5, inhale, start to straighten up through those arms, looking in front, release the hands onto your hips. You're going to squeeze your butt slowly all the way out to stand. Just take a breath in, to exhale, and then reset those legs and pinky stand. Okay, so with a lot of Ashatanga, there's a lot of like turning towards the back, so sometimes you guys won't see me, so it's good to make use of the mirrors. It's super helpful. So I'll turn my back to you. So from here, we're going to step back with that right leg and turn toes to face mirrors. We're going to open out those hands. So this is our sort of like base position, starting position. We come back here quite a lot. So right toes are now going to go towards the back, palms are facing the mirror. As you push the hips behind you, reach far forwards with the right hand. Keep those legs straight and slowly let that right hand come down towards that leg. Turning the head to look up to your left hand. Now decide if this hand wants to go higher or if it wants to go lower. Sometimes maybe you can take it around that big toe or fingertips on the ground. Lovely. But again, we'll be here for 5 breaths. So focus on that breath, keep it consistent. Lovely. 2, spreading those fingers as wide as you can in that top hand. Good. When you do, there's more activation through your body.
So is there
Mine.
You start crying, I'll be amazing.
Cool, so I'll take 1 more breath in there. And slowly down at your bottom line, you're going to inhale all the way back up. We reset the legs to face the long edge of the back. And then we come to the other side, so left foot towards the front. Push the hips behind you, reach forwards with the left hand. Slowly take it down, turn the head to look up to your right hand. Beautiful. So thinking about drawing that belly button into the spine. 2, really make use of the back foot, so really try to press it down into the ground, so you're activating through that glute muscle. Lovely. 3, and try to have the hips in line with the shoulders, so rather than that right hip rolling down towards the ground, roll it up so it faces the ceiling. Good. 4. And on 5, exhale, look down to the left leg, inhale, come all the way up, we'll reset, and relax those hands. Lovely. So into our twisted triangle. That right foot goes towards the back again. Your left foot's going to come into about 45 degrees, so your hips are square with one another. Take your right hand onto your hip, inhale, reach that left hand nice and high. Exhale, reach as far in front of you as you can, before taking it down to either the right shin or down to the ground next to the right foot. You start to rotate and twist towards the right hand side, and if you feel comfortable, maybe you open up your left hand. But no stress. See what feels good. Lovely. Beautiful. So, I'm going to come over here so you can see me a little bit more. With this top hand, there's no problem with it keeping it on your lower back. You want to work with opening through the shoulders so they're facing the right side before you begin that opening with the top hand. Good, really ground down through that back leg. Lovely. Remember the breath, And we twist from our rib cage. Up 4. And 5, look down at the front leg, take your time to come all the way up, finding the balance, reset those legs, little shake out the hands and the legs. Lovely. And then we swap sides, so left foot towards the front, right foot comes in 45 degrees. Both hands to the hips, inhale, draw that right hand up. Exhale, reach it forwards, take it down to wherever feels good, before twisting towards the left hand side. Again, decide, do you want to keep that hand on your hip, or do you want to extend it? Remembering that the final pose is not the goal. It's listening to the body, seeing where we're at, moving with our current abilities. Again, breathing in the twist, it gets especially hard to breathe, that's what we need the most. 4. And 5, so take your time, look down to the bottom leg, slowly, coming all the way up. Reset those toes to face the long edge of your mat. Lovely, then stepping into the top. Lovely, we'll go again. So this time taking a bigger step back with the legs. So you kind of run about a leg and a half, maybe. So from here, right leg goes towards the back again. We're going to bend into that knee. So the knee is on top of that ankle. Decide if you want to take that right forearm to the knee or right fingertips to the floor. The left hand then sweeps down the body, shoulder goes over the ear, the fingers extend towards the back of our mat. Good. So again, doesn't matter if we're here. The idea is again, this hip starts to open towards the sky. So try to avoid it rounding in. To do that, you make use of the glutes, inner outer thigh. Lovely. We'll take one more breath in. Then looking down at the right leg, slowly reset, all 10 toes to face along the top of the mat. And then to the other side, left foot forwards, bend that knee, forearm to the knee or the floor, before reaching that right hand overhead. Sweep it down the body or lift it up and over, does living up. Good. But make use of that knee being right on top of that ankle. When our joints stack, they have more stability. Beautiful. Think about creating this lovely long line from the middle finger of the top hand all the way down towards the back foot. 4. And then 5. Looking down the bottom leg, slowly bring yourself all the way up, reset your toes. Beautiful. Last time. Right foot goes to the back, left foot comes into that 45 degrees. Hands are going to come to heart center. We're going to bend into our front leg. So again, stack. Inhale here. Exhale, start to slowly twist towards the right hand side. See if you can fold yourself forwards and take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. If you want to lift your back heel off the ground again, please feel free. It can feel a little bit awkward having the back foot at 45 degrees. Lovely. Remember that breath. So lift the back heel off the ground if it feels better. Keeping that contact between the elbow, between the knee. And still driving down into the back leg, regardless of whether the heel's flat to the ground or lift. Done. One more breath in. So inhale as you look down to the right foot, slowly reset yourself, facing the long edge of your mat, hands extend. Last time, left foot to the front. Right foot turns in, hands to heart center, bend to the front. Inhale. Exhale, twist towards the left side. As you fold forward, elbows to the outside. Feel free to lift up the back foot if you would like, or keep pressing down into the long edge of the foot. So engage and try to squeeze and keep contact between your elbow, between your knee. 3, see where that head wants to go, where it feels comfortable looking. 4. Let's go for one more breath. And then slowly look down on one leg, slowly come up, reset last time. Lovely, and then stepping. Females get 2 warm in the sun, so it's pretty good at once that's about. Cool. So last little bit of our fundamental sequence. Once again, we take a step back with the right leg, but about a leg's distance between our feet. So coming into present reset, or right-legged forward folds. Inhale, let's open up those hands. On the exhale, we're going to push your hips back, start to fold exhale, chin to the chest, taking your eyes, looking behind you. Beautiful. So try to get your fingertips in line with your toes. Squeeze your butt. Good. And if these legs need to bend the left leg, there's absolutely no problem with that. Good. Take one more breath in. And inhale, start to straighten out those arms, looking forwards. Draw your belly button in, take your hands to your hips. Squeeze and boost slowly all the way up to standing. That can feel quite lightheaded coming up and down, so just take a breath in. And a nice deep exhale. Beautiful. So this time we're going to take the hands to our lower back, fingertips are facing down. Try to roll your shoulders behind. Hips behind, folding forwards. Take your time to look behind you. Bend the knees if you need. Good. So as we're here, focus on squeezing your elbows together. So making use of the muscles in the upper back, but gaining an opening to the chest. Perfect. So think about inhale to find your length, and exhale, maybe fold deeper if that's what you feel like going for. Perfect. So you try to find the balance between your toes, between your heels. 4. And on 5, squeeze the glutes slowly, come all the way up through to standing, release the hands, take a breath in, to exhale. Lovely, this time, we interlace the hands behind our back, so palms come together, roll your shoulders down, start to lift that chest forwards, inhale. And again, exhale, push your hips behind you, folding forwards. As you do, maybe you encourage those hands to move closer towards the ground. You drop the chin to the chest, you allow gravity to do a little bit of the work as well. So please feel free to lift the hands away from the lower back. But again, you're controlling the movement. Lovely. Breathe in here for 2. And then 1, squeeze the butt slowly. Go all the way back to standing with the knees and those hands, breath comes in to exhale. Lovely, last time. Inhale, open up the hands. Exhale, push those hips back. So same grip around the big toes. Index and middle finger wrapped, thumbs on top. Inhale, lift the chest, look at front. Then exhale, bend those elbows, drop the chins to the chest. So try to send elbows out to either side of your mat. Lovely. Again, getting that movement, or that sort of movement into the front of the shoulder. 2, if you can, push down the big toe into the fingers to add a little bit more tension. 3, and if you kind of want to allow yourself to deepen the forward fold, try to really engage your thighs, your quads. That way, hamstrings have a little bit more chance of finding slightly more extra length. One more breath is in. Then inhale, start to slowly straighten out those arms, looking forwards, hands to the back of the hips, take your time, rising. Inhale, exhale. And then stepping back to the top of your mat, resetting. Okay, so last little posture, we take a super small step back with the right foot, so there's about half a length distance. We then take the right foot towards the back, left foot comes into about 45 degrees. Okay, so from here again, have your hips in line with one another. You either take hold of opposite elbows, or you come into reverse namaste. Doesn't matter which one you go for, we see what feels best. So again, inhale here, then exhale, push your hips back, start to fold yourself forwards. Taking your time to fold, forehead can come down towards the chin, we can maybe take a little bend in the front leg if it feels better. Good, and now really start to work into the back leg. A lot of our weight is going forwards, so we need to have that anchor in the back foot. Good, making use of the breath. Rolling those shoulder blades back to engage through the shoulder blades. Through all the muscles in the upper back. 4. And on 5, really push through the feet, start to slowly rise all the way up. We're going to keep the hands where they are, pivot round to the front. So right foot to 45 degrees, left foot towards the top. Inhale, lengthen it. Exhale, start to slowly fold. One last time. Making adjustments. Work into the back. Remember, as the spine folds forward, the head should follow. The spine finishes in our head, so we allow the movement to travel through. Lovely. 4. And 5. Push through the feet, slowly rising all the way up to standing, releasing those hands, stepping in. Lovely. So we start off vinyasas from here, so we set those toes together, heels open. Inhale, bring those hands up. Exhale, folding yourself inwards. Inhale, Ashatanga. Exhale, hands and arms sent back to the back. Take your time, low down in whatever format feels best. Opening up the chest, squeezing the glutes before reversing downward facing dog. Okay. So again, we'll be here for 5 breaths. Just resetting, seeing where the body's at now. After some introductory movements for the opening sequence to our Ashatanga practice. If you need to move through the legs, the head, the neck, shoulders, whatever, please move through. We'll go for one more breath in. Maybe inhale, sinking between those hands, step, push on the top, flat off the earth. Exhale, folding ourselves forward. Inhale, settling those hands up. Releasing. Cool, so we're going to come into some standing balance and focus. I'm going to have the back turn just for a moment. So from here, first of all, we're going to spread those feet nice and wide, try to grip down into the ground with the toes. So as our hands come onto our hips, shift the weight to the left foot. You're going to start to bring the right into your chest. Now we have one option. We can stay holding that knee in, or you can take the index and middle finger, wrap it around the big toe off the right foot. Again, we can stay here, or we can start to slowly extend the leg away from us. Wherever we are, we're using our breath, we're breathing, and we're focusing on one spot. Beautiful. Allow that bottom leg to shake, use those toes, breathing, one more breath in. Now if we're holding that knee, we're going to slowly start to open it out to the side. If that leg is extended in front, we do the same, just start to slowly extend it away. Good. If you feel comfortable, maybe start to take your head looking over towards the left-hand side. Just a slight change in perspective of where we're looking can change the balance so much. And if you need to fall, go for it. And take one more breath in. And then slowly travel that leg forward. So we're going to start to point the toe and extend the leg away from us. So releasing, take hands to lower back. Squeeze shoulders together. Allow that leg to be as high or as low as possible. Breathe in, let yourself shake for 2. And then on 1, release the foot. Inhale, sweep those hands up. Exhale, folding forwards, coming through in vinyasa. Inhale, give it. Exhale, hands down, stepping back. Beautiful. Side, knees, or whole body. Inhale, opening. Exhale, down, low. Beautiful. So again, taking 5 breaths here. So the next few vinyasas that we do end up going through, I'm going to let you guys take the reins and move at your own pace. Find your own breath. Find your own variations of the pose. And we'll always hold down low for 5 breaths. Okay. So when you're ready, looking between those hands, once again, step or jump up and lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reaching those hands up. And then releasing them down by the side. So again, we'll take the feet as wide. Grip down through those legs. When you're ready, drawing that left knee to your chest. So deciding if we want to hold it in, or if we want to take Also, please feel free to just come straight down dog rather than doing and again, in 5 breaths. So in a moment, instead, we're just going to half with it. We're going to explore one more. So leg balance. And then start winding it down, coming into more seated postures. So next, inhale to the knees up. Once again, settle down to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward. Inhale, reaching these hands up. And then drawing them down to half. Lovely. So shifting away onto the right leg, hands come to your heart. You're going to start to pick up the left knee back to your chest. This time, you cross that ankle on top of the right knee. Lovely. Take a breath in here. And then just start to bend into that right leg. The beauty of this pose is we can go as high or as low as we fancy. So you might come super low, and maybe fingertips come to the ground. Or maybe we just stay a little bit higher. Find where you guys go. I just want you to feel and breathe into this posture. Lovely. Thinking about slowly driving that left knee a little bit closer to the ground. That way we get this nice sort of stretch sensation to the glutes. One more breath. And then slowly, we're going to release into chair pose. So try to come a little bit higher. You're going to step back, right foot next to the left, draw the hands above the head, breathing in from the front. So drawing that belly button in. 2 again, we go to whatever height we fancy. We stay high, we stay low. 3, try to find balance in both of the feet. Good, 4. And 5, exhale, forward, southwards. Inhale, half in. Exhale, hands down, stepping back to plank. Moving through the hands when you're ready. Feet to knee and down dog. If you guys have any questions about anything else in those we do, please feel free to ask. So one more breath in. Looking in between those hands, step down to half a lift. Exhale, folding. Inhale, from those hands up above head. Then releasing. Hands crossed. So this time, now bring the right leg up. Going to start to cross it over that left knee. Beautiful. Take the time, slowly come down. Figure out what this side likes. Because the body is never like symmetrical, you might find it more comfortable to be high on this side, or maybe even lower if knees to the ground. Think about driving that knee towards the floor. Keeping that breath regulated. And try to really make use of that big toe gripping into the ground. Lovely. Holding that concentration on one spot. Beautiful. One more breath in. And then slowly start to rise sort of midway before releasing that right foot, coming back to chair pose. Find whatever height feels good for you. Squeeze the glutes, belly button draws in. Breath is regular. One more breath in. And then exhale, fold upwards. Inhale, up in. Exhale, hands down, back to your plank. Knees and knee down, toes on your own. We're going to go through one more standing sequence, a little warrior sequence. And then start running down to some seated postures. So when you're ready, looking between the hands, step, you're going to have a half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, step those hands up. And release it down on the other side. So, like we did earlier, take a step back with the right foot, on 10 toes, and one more to do that. So, warrior one to start with. Right foot turns towards the the ground on the back foot. Please feel free. Good. Filling the whole body. So the belly, the chest, the ribs, the back of your breath. 4. And 5. So we're going to keep the hands where they are and pivot ourselves around so we're facing the front. So start to turn the feet to the long edge of the mat. And then left foot towards the front, back foot comes in, bend that front leg, warrior 1 on the side. Again, feel free to lift up the heel if you prefer. Good, breathing. Nice. So yeah, when you have that knee directly on top of the ankle, there's more stability in the body. Working to engage that back leg. And 4. And 5. From here, reset the toes, all 10 toes to the long edge of the mat, open out those hands, so palms facing the ground. Warrior 2, right leg towards the back, bend that knee. Good. And from here, try to take the eyes over the middle finger in the front hand. Good, but because we've got the mirrors, we'll make use of them. So have a little glance to yourself, and check that those shoulders are directly over those hips. If they're too far forwards, retract them. If they're too far back, bring them to the middle. Good, nice. One more breath in. So keeping those arms where they are, reset the right leg, 10 toes to the mat, and then left foot towards the front, bend that knee, warrior 2, second side. Looking over middle finger in the front hand. And now that we're facing those mirrors forwards, check that the back hand is aligned. Sometimes it has this idea to sneak forwards, but we're trying to keep them level with one another. Good, one more breath. Exhale, we wiggle those hands down, plant them down, step yourself back to plank. Medium down dog is the move through your vinyasa. Well done. Beautiful. Ooh. So we're going to do a little transition to come down to seated. I will guide it through. So we're going to do a little hop. So first of all, looking in between those hands, tell yourself that's where I'm going to land on my legs crossed. You come up nice and high onto your tiptoes. You bend your knees, you start to bend the legs. As you take inhale, lock your hips, cross those legs as you land. Yeah, nice. Really extend those legs. The more you practice it, easier it becomes. So, little front pose for our foot folds. You're going to squeeze those legs together. Hands are going to go down by your side. Depends how long your arms are, whether they go further down thigh or further behind you. You basically want to have your hands about floating off the ground, but they're nice and straight. From here, you peel the heels back so you can lift them off the ground. Chin drops to the chest. We're breathing in for 5. So it's a super, super active pose in terms of the upper body and the lower body. Even though it looks like you're not doing much, we actually are doing a lot. Also, one more breath in. And slowly as you bring the head back to neutral, relax and look down. Good. Inhale, we're going to circle those hands up. Exhale, imagine you're lifting your hips and you slowly bring them forwards. You need to let the legs go through. We're going to catch the feet on the outside. Inhale, lift. Exhale, we start to fold. So it's up to you whether you want to drop the chin to the chest as you fold, or if you want to continue looking beyond your feet. Good. And again, we're engaging our quads. Engage the quads to bring a little bit more length to those hamstrings. Lovely. And I always use this little cue. Inhale, we try lengthen. And exhale, we see if we can fold into the space we've created. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And you find that point where it's sort of like a biting point. You just see if you can stay there and just breathe. I'll go for one more breath in. The next inhale, slowly start to extend, coming all the way up, taking those hands behind. So we're going to do a reverse tabletop. So planting those feet onto the floor, pressing down between the toes, squeeze the shoulder blades together. From here, inhale, you're going to start to lift those hips up, squeeze the glutes, see if you can slowly tilt the head behind you. So really pushing through those hands, pushing through the feet, engaging the glutes. Breathe into the full capacity. Lovely. One more breath and bring the chin back to the chest. Slowly let those hips flow down to the ground, releasing the feet and a little shake from okay. So into Ashatanga, probably one of my favorite workouts. You're going to start by bringing the right leg to the inside of that left leg. Doesn't matter if it's low down, doesn't matter if it's higher. For this, we're going to bend that left leg. Take the hands either side of the foot. So Ashatanga means head to knee pose. So actually going to start by taking our forehead down slightly. Taking a nice deep inhale. Then on the exhale, see if you can start to slide that left leg away from you, keeping contact between the forehead, between the knee, until you come into your full expression of the pose. So it forces you to take it easy. So listen to the body and take the time to come to the floor. Beautiful breaths. Find the breath into your upper back. When we find that breath there, maybe we can go deeper if that's what we're after. You're thinking about driving that right knee down into the ground. 4 and 5. As you release that leg, slowly brings the floor back. And then picking up that knee, we'll release and then stop those legs. Left leg into the body, bending the right knee, catch hold of the foot on the outside. So again, forehead down, take an inhale. Exhale, let that leg slide away from you, come down as low as you would like. Thinking about pressing your hips solidly to the floor. 2, again, breathe into that upper back, breathe into the rib cage. 3, driving that left knee down to the ground. 4, and 5. Slowly release it through all the way up, extend that leg away from you. Okay, so into our Ashatanga sequence. I don't think I told you this very often, but do you guys know the story of Ashatanga? So a lot of like yoga poses are named after sages or like gods, and these ones are named after his wife because he turned it into a pebble. So a lot of the postures that we do under Ashatanga sort of represent her as a little pebble. So yeah, weird story, but it's quite interesting. So we're going to start by driving that right knee into our chest. And you're going to see if you can have about a hand's distance between this thigh and between this foot. We're not going to come into the full thigh today, we're going to come more into a sort of variation of it. Try to have both butt cheeks on the ground. Take the left hand by your side, you're going to inhale, reach your right hand up. On the exhale, take to the inside of that leg. Good. Now I just want you to place both hands either side of your left shin. And just encourage yourself to slowly start to fold forwards. Whilst driving this knee into your armpit and keeping both butt cheeks still on the ground. It's actually quite difficult, but this is one of the key components of the full posture. Eventually we come to wrap the hands around the back, things are fine, but this is just as important. Good, so breathing, relaxing the chin. Really try to push through that right heel. One breath in. And then slowly coming all the way up. Left, and release that leg, and we'll come to the other side. So left leg goes in. Again, about a hand's distance. From here, right hand goes both sides. Inhale, keep the left hand up. Then exhale, reach it forwards. Before planting it down either side of that right shin. And encourage the forward fold. Pressing both glutes down into the floor, let the head relax. Good. And in the process, try to really squeeze the hand goes behind, push through the ball. So inhale, look forwards. Exhale completely. And then invite a twist, going to the other side. Again, slide both hands onto two. Flexing the front toes. Beautiful. So with the twist, we try to find the right moves in the chest, towards our back, and towards our ribs. As that belly is starting to be involved in this leg by twisting mechanism, it gets hard to move the head. Try to drive that elbow against the knee into the elbow. Then take one more breath in. And then slowly releasing, coming back towards the hips nice and flat. So after the full balance that we did, we're going to do that seated. You're going to take your hands behind you, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and plant both feet down onto the ground. So your right leg is going to cross over that left knee or above. See if you can drive that knee away from you. And we're going to come into a twist. So the left hand goes behind. That right hand is going to take hold of that foot and we're slowly twisting towards the left hand side. Good. If you feel like super comfortable here, maybe you want to take it deeper, you see if you can take that right elbow to the inside of the foot and encourage the toes. Lovely. But throughout this process, try to press the right knee towards the floor. Good. Remember you're breathing the support of the back hand. Good. One more breath here. And then slowly coming forwards, releasing that right leg, you take both hands behind. So find the Ashatanga, taking the left foot, cross it over that right knee. Right hand goes behind, fingers facing away. Take that hand to the inside of the foot as you start to twist towards the right hand side. Lovely. Decide what this side wants. You maybe want to take the elbow, or you're happy where you are. Breathing into the body, pressing it into that back hand. Lovely. Take one breath in, and then slowly coming towards releasing that leg, release it away from the double shape. Before crossing the feet in, plant those hands, step yourself back to your plank position. Take the time to meet me in down dog, and we'll come down. You can come more seated, and then some half lifting. Once again, in between those hands, bring yourself down to seated position. See if you can do a little jump and press. Release the feet in front. So Ashatanga or butterfly pose, you're going to take the soles of the feet together. Doesn't matter if they're far away or you're really close, but we're going to work to really push the heels against one another and squeeze one. Start to open up the feet like a book. We're going to inhale to lengthen through the spine. Then exhale. For this first version, we're going to fold with a straight back. So think about getting your chin down to the ground in front of you. Get nice and stretched up, lengthen through the body. If you want, press those elbows into the knees. Good. But to help us get deeper, we squeeze the glutes, we press the heels against one another. Good. Taking one more breath in. And slowly rise and keeping the engagement in the legs. This time, we drop the chin to the chest, try to bring the ribcage down to the hips so we round ourselves forwards. And as we start to fold the mane, the forehead comes down towards the toes. Breathing, taking our time to round and keeping that same engagement as before and lovely. One more breath in. Slowly coming all the way up. Then as we hold the knees either side, lifting them up, bring them in, releasing them. Just for my own curiosity, which one do you guys prefer, the first one or the second one? Or the both?
The second one. Then you really like arching.
Yeah.
But you can release it.
Yeah. So I prefer that one so much more as well. It just feels a little bit more like a cocoon line.
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet. So from here, we're going to press the heels down to the ground. Slowly, but control low down, one vertebrae at a time. So allow the heels to drive, control the abdomen. Gets difficult, sort of low back, but control until the all the way fully stretch, roll through those wrists, roll through those ankles. So I'm going to come to 2 rounds of a little bridge. So for this, we're going to plant the feet down to the ground. About hip distance apart. Imagine you've got a beach ball in between your knees, so you're keeping the beach ball still, but keeping the legs parallel. Check you can feel your heels with your fingertips. If you can't, bring them in closer. When you're ready, inhale, push through the feet, the ankles, and the heels. Start to lift the hips, lifting up, squeeze on the glutes, coming as high as you want to go. Feel free to take the hands wherever they can support the low back, hands by your side, and maybe you can to the center. Good, but keeping that engagement in the lower body. Find the breath moving into the chest. You're going to go for one more breath in, and then slowly, slowly come down one vertebra at a time. Beautiful control. And when you do land on your back, hug those knees to the chest, let yourself gently rock side to side. Lovely. So we're going to go through it one more time. Any of you have a practice with full pose of wheel, you're welcome to take it. But again, we start the same way. We plant the feet to the floor, check if we feel the heels with our fingers. If we're coming to full pose, hands go next to the ears, elbows point up to the ceiling. Wherever we are, use your next inhale to push through the feet, lift through the lower body. If we're coming to full pose, push through the hands, lift the whole body off the ground. Regardless of where we are, keep that engagement in the lower body. Lovely. Really try to push through the hands, push towards the back of the room. Lovely. Taking 2 more breaths in, come down really beautiful. And then think about slowly lowering to high bend back into our chest. Slowly rocking side to side. Beautiful. So as a little counter pose, we're going to bring ourselves into fish. So with the knees hugged in, just start to rock up and down 2 or 3 times. So that spine, have a little bit of rock. And on the 3rd rock, bring yourself up to seated, legs extended away from you. So we're going to bring those toes different together. Hands come next to our hips. Some people like to sit on their hands. I find that inspiration. We're going to slowly come down onto our forearms. Push through the elbows, lift the chest away from the ground, slowly tip the head looking behind. If you'd rather this variation with your head on the ground, go for it. But allow that neck, that throat to open. Allow that chest to fill with every single inhale and release the exhale. Point those toes pressing through those forearms. One breath in. And then slowly, slowly, as the chin comes back to the chest, pushing yourself all the way back up to seated with knees and legs. So last little pose, shoulder stand. We're not practicing shoulder stand, we can either use the wall or shoulder variation. But you're just going to take the time to rock back, lift the feet above, taking hold of the lower back. Lovely. Awesome. Take those hands to the lower back and make sure we're supporting ourselves, squeezing the legs together, drawing that belly button in and checking if you're breathing. Perhaps the most fundamental thing is the breath in this pose. Good. Lovely. So we'll take one more breath in and then we'll have a little go with the palm floats. So slowly allow the feet to come behind your head, taking your time to let them drop down towards the ground. Just see where they're comfortable with going. Once you get there, maybe release the hands either side of the body, let them come down to the ground. Make sure you've got a still good hold of the breath. And the final pose, if you wish to explore it, ear pressure pose. The knees come down either side of the ears. So you sort of bring yourself into a little cocoon. Regardless of where we are, we'll just be here for 2 more breaths. Then slowly, slowly round down all the way so we end up back to our backs. We can hug our knees into our chest, we can let ourselves rock side to side. If you want to lift the nose onto the knees, please feel free. And then releasing, we'll just the knees down towards the right hand side. Extend the left hand away from you, maybe take your eyes to the left side. So just slowly winding down towards Shavasana. And then knees come back through center, take them down to the left hand side, right hand extends away. Slowly come back through the middle, find those happy babies. Your feet go up, draw the knees to the armpits. Let yourself be still, maybe you rock, whatever it is. If there were any other cool-down postures you wanted to make, please feel free to take them. If not, take your time, bring yourself down into our final resting pose of Shavasana for the next few moments. Let those legs spread out and relax, hands wherever. And as you take your time to close down the eyes, think about releasing the jaw, releasing the tongue from the roof of your mouth. And with every inhale, notice a part of your body that is perhaps a little bit tense. And on the exhale, try to release, try to allow it to feel more supported by the breath. Your toes slowly moving back to the body. Just allow it to grow and grow and go on. Slowly thinking about bringing the knees back to your chest before you roll over to the other side. Take your time to eventually come to a seated position, relax, close, okay. You're going to go ahead and close parts of the lower back. So as you inhale, take your hands to the chest, hands to the belly, and feet to the side. Swasti Prajam Paripalayam Nayena Nayena Nayim Vanishyana Gopraneka Sudanasudhita Yoga Samstha Sukhiyo Bhavantu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Take a moment to do some thanks to yourself for your practice today. Not only showing up and breathing and working through asana, but understanding how yoga practice will lead to this development. We how we treat ourselves and treat others. Take your time with your arms together as we begin. Then open your eyes. You're ready to get yourself back to the day. Excellent. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a lovely rest of Tuesday. It's fairly dry today after this. So cool. It is. Was the temperature okay, is it?
I found it quite warm, but then I normally get warm doing yoga anyway, so
Okay,
it's probably just me.
Yeah, no,
And then when the sun was coming in,
yeah, oh
it was
gosh.
warmer than the
Extra warm, not only on the inside,